Yeah, it seems we got about a week left till the contest ends. As you can see, I moved it. I've got my own creation for it. I don't think I'm gonna put it in. That'll just be seen as cheating. But anyway, today I'm going to show you the general bits to a manual transmission like I got. Now, as we zoom out and the scary part, turn preview off. Oh! Actually, it's not as bad as you think it is. Most of this is just kind of filler. I mean, if I were to make some of this smaller and compact, it wouldn't look so bad. But let's get into it. First off, we come to the control-nator. Obviously, by having our stuff like the R2 buttons, goes for gas. Now, it comes up to here. Now, I brought up second gear because first gear is too complicated right now for just showing basic controls. Anyway, I got my R2 button. I believe this is it right here. Yes, it is. Another thing comes down. Yes, no, I want that. No, I want the middle. Thank you. This one comes from here and goes somewhere. Anyway, so we come to here now. You can see we got our tachometer here, which, oh, for crying out loud. Get out of here right in a second. See, we got our needle. Needle right here. It connects to the center, but I have this middle part cleared out, so then you can't see it. So this only moves around here. It's pretty cool, actually. But as you can see, there's a nice orange tag here marked the car. And then if we were to take a look at this, no, it's disappeared. We get another orange tag with the same thing. Now what this does is power curve. So when the needle's here, it doesn't produce much power. Yes, I know my phone's going off. And like I said, this produces power curve. So once this needle gets closer to this orange tag up here, it'll produce the most amount of power. Now, what benefit does this have? Well, if you look back at old shifter systems, especially mine, what you could do is shift all the way into last gear, and then the car will be as fast as possible, because sometimes you have to have the last gear set a little higher to make it go faster. Plus also, you'll skip out on most of the shifts by just shifting to the last gear. So you'll be at maximum speed in no time flat. Alright, because when you shift in the last gear, based on the speeds, which I'll show you right now, so that needle is controlled by this OR gate, which is controlled by all these, and then all these have inside of a little speed sensor, sent to a speed which the needle will clock out when it hits it. So it'll max out the revs then, but to limit that so then it doesn't just hit that and keep accelerating, we have this blue one, which, as we go back into here, also has a blue right here. Now this is sensed to be opposite. Yes, inverted. So then once this needle comes up and that senses this blue tag, this shuts off, canceling out every gear except first gear. Now first gear, we have a limitation of 16, so then you can't just keep going, because obviously, so then the mover doesn't just crap out. Obviously it's set up higher, so then it can keep its acceleration mid-gear, and at high gear instead of just stopping at the highest speed. So we have that to just stop this whole microchip altogether if this is reached. But then once that gear is passed, then it is dictated by the... Then when it comes to shifting, well, gotta get out of here. When it comes to shifting, we have the selector right here for neutral, 1 through 6th, and then reverse. Now what if you want to keep your setup, but you don't want to lose, well, you just don't want to have to reconfigure everything, and you want the car to like stop shifting at 4th gear, maybe if it's a classic muscle car. Well, what you do is this. You have some OR gates to limit how far the gear can shift. Now, so then you can't just shift all the way to last gear. I have it limited to shifting down from reverse, and a limitation to shift up from 6th, I believe. Is that what I got here? Nope, that's the reverse. And 6th. So that is that. Now you can tell, here's my speed sensor for reverse. This is right here, and it goes into this OR gate, and this AND gate, which is connected into the reverse gear, and goes into this OR gate. Alright, after talking about dictatorship, these OR gates go, these NOT gates come down into here, these AND gates, which one, which is for plus, is to R1, and then this one is mapped to L1 to minus the gear, if you want to shift down. Now, this one right here, this is neutral. Now this is the idle gear, so when you get in, it just goes right to that and idles. Where this is the actual revving area. So then, when you press in the R2 button, depending on how far it's up, how far it's pressed in, that will raise up the RPMs. While once this is lower than this controls the idle, as well as the gear. So no matter how slow you're going in last gear, it'll probably be this until you're faster than it, which will be 350. Another thing that controls these microchips controlling the speed, not controlling speed, giving the speed, is this up here. What this is a timer, and this timer is how long it takes to shift the car, which 0.4 might sound a little long, it might feel a little long when you actually do it, but 0.4 seconds is actually rather fast for a shift. And obviously have it sensed for a speed, so then you're not having to wait when you first shift gear, as if you're just taking the clutch off from first gear. Alright, and then once that happens, the car gets going again. Then when you have to shift, it does everything over again. Sounds, yes. You can see, so then the sounds aren't playing when the car is not active, or anyone sitting in it. We have this plug coming from the player, the controller output, and then it goes into these sounds, and so then an object tweak, and as well as the on and off, wait, wrong one. They modify volume, so then when you're sitting at idle, the car's not blasting out absolutely obnoxiously loud sounds like most of my old cars did. So it sounds much nicer, and then when you get up to higher RPMs, and now we are going to try it. So we must open a lot of things. So we're going to open up first gear, shift timer, open up the speeds, got the soundboard taken care of, and now we need a movie camera, which is over here. Kinda need to get this. Alright, now as you can see, everything is turned up. See, we RP we red line. You can see the neutral gear there is lowering, bumping around. See all the fifth gear's not on. Oh, and alright, and thank you for watching. I know it was a bit short and I could have gone into it in more depth, which I may do in the future, but I was short limited on time and it's been a while since I've made a video, so I kind of just made a brief thing to demonstrate to the people who don't know how to make a shifter controller, how to make a shifter controller. So, please make sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed it, comment if you thought there was anything fishy, or just tell me something, or ask a question, why not? And subscribe if you want more daily no, not daily at all. Goodness, we might be weekly. Just maybe. But anyway, subscribe if you want more. I know you do. Alright, see ya.